This next story is actually a tough one, and James, you brought this one to us.
Yeah.
Tell us, we have some sites, we have some videos of it, but tell us about the story before we play it. And I do want to say, viewer discretion advised. This one is a little triggering when I heard about it, so I know it's certainly going to be triggering for some people. Go ahead, James.
Yeah. 9-year-old, if I'm not mistaken, I think he is 9 or 10. Black kid named Tyler, living with the family. And I saw this story, and I've been following it for the past few days. When I saw it, it caught my attention, and when I saw the video, brought me to tears because for one, it like you said, Ben, it is triggering, and it brought up feelings and emotions like nobody should go through this. Tyler, little boy, who's being abused by his family for being who he is, for being gay. It's a tough video to watch, so please be advised. There is some language behind it. Once you look at this video, then I'll go into the rest of it, what's going on, and give you guys an update so far. So David, go ahead and roll that clip, please.
Hey, bitch. Now we're gonna shut on you getting your ass beat. This what see him. We do shit, but they don't help right here.
You said you're what? Say it again. Say it one more time.
And he like that shit.
You like it. And you doing the most.
You still doing gay shit. You think this on the side of your head for no reason? Is that what you think? Is on the side of your head for no reason? So why you just said that gay ass shit, bro? Why would you just say that? Why would you just say that?
All right, man. Do we need to see the rest of it?
No, we don't need to see the rest of it because it just gets worse. He's being attacked, but I think who is either his uncle or his father. And they're upset because, like I said, Tyler is being who he wants to be, being openly gay. So his family is not happy with that. And I wanted to bring this to the attention of the masses, of everyone, to let you know sometimes the things that we go through. Because this is some of the trauma that we went through growing up as children. And thankfully, my parents are loving, didn't go through it. And mom and daddy, I appreciate you and I love you for being understanding and accepting me for who I am. But there's other families out there that are not like that are not accepting, that won't deal with this or won't talk to their kids and see what's going on, but instead will try to beat them out of it and try to beat the gay away. That doesn't work. You can beat the gay away, pray the gay away, anything you want to. The gay is not going to go away. Okay, let's be honest at that point. But update on Tyler. I know that video was very triggering, like I said, for many. So Black Twitter, being Black Twitter, took to the streets.
Come on.
In that video, as you saw the house numbers on the house, it goes to another scene where you see the numbers on the house. Someone was able to locate said house. And since then, they have put their address, where they stay, the mother's name, the sister's name, the
they
person
done doxed
that hit
the
him.
whole family.
They got the whole family to the point to where APD has been called several times. Child Protective Services has been called multiple times. So far that the voicemail was full. And it did garner the attention of the mayor of Atlanta as well, too. And I can report that Tyler has been removed from the house.
Come on, man.
Now, to go a step further with it, there's a guy that's running for a councilman position here in that same district that Tyler lives in, Devin Barrington, if I'm not mistaken. He's running for councilman in District 9. So he was able to, he's also LGBTQIA+, so he's running for city council here in Atlanta, and he saw the video and was on the ground. And next thing you know, that there was someone else that was helping as well, too, a young lady by the name of Hope. Once she was going in and doing everything, she was leading the charge. She was ready to take an army over there to the house, and they were going to go, do everything. We do have a video clip speaking about the situation in the issue. So, David, please play that.
I'm so excited to bring you all really great news about the heartbreaking story of Tyler. A lot of you have seen the video that has circulated the entire internet about how this young boy was abused and humiliated online. And this morning I have some really good news, but it is the first step in all of this. And I wanted to give you all an opportunity to be a part of the next steps of what's going to happen with Tyler. In a few minutes here, I'm going to have Devin Barrington Ward, who is somebody who is running for office in the district that Tyler lives in, and saw it fit to make sure that, you know, he went up, corresponded with the parents, and corresponded with some local community members. We have been on the phone nonstop, making sure that something was done about Tyler. And as of last evening around 12 o'clock midnight, Tyler was removed from the home, by DFACS. I'm sorry, y'all, I can't get my words together because I'm excited that all of the work and the prayers and the calls, like they meant something. DFACS and presumably Keisha Lance Bottoms and the folks in Atlanta did something to make sure that he was removed from the home, but that is just the first part of all of this, right? That is just the very beginning. So now that we have gotten Tyler out of the home, the next steps are going to be to make sure that DFACS does their job. They came and picked him up, but now we want to make sure that they get him placed in a loving home, that they get him placed in a loving environment, and that they also do their job to make sure that the folks who are going to be taking care of him have the resources that they need.
Absolutely. So that was Hope. Can't remember her last name. Hope was the one that actually led the charge and was able and was contacted by the councilman to get everything taken care of. So Councilman Devin did go to the house and spoke with the parents, and he was able to work with the parents and talk to the mom and find out what's going on. So by the time Devin arrived, the police were already there. Mother was already frustrated because, you know, and the whole family, because at this point, we play no games. Okay.
Yeah, man.
We are the LGBTQIA plus community is very passionate and protective when it comes to our younger kids, because we know what it's like. You know, some of us may have not gone through such harsh trials, but we know the situation, we know the feeling, and no one should ever be alone and feel they have to go through this alone. So we uplifted Tyler. We were there. We were ready to go get him and take him out ourselves, but we went about it the right way. So once Devin arrived, police were already there. He was able to talk to the mom and the parents, and they were able to come to a common ground to understand what's going on. And she was willing to get that help and assistance. But of course, it all comes down to their more children in the house. You have a family that doesn't understand things that are going on and find it difficult to talk to Tyler as well, too. So this just goes to show that sometimes, yes, you have that child that is being gay or bi or a lesbian that have these feelings but don't know how to express them. But as parents, we have to do what we need to do to talk to these kids and get that understanding from them. So thankfully, he was able. They did pull him out of the house, but they were able to talk to the family and get some ground. So we just want to do what we can to support Tyler and also support the family. No, even though what we saw was not right, we need to support the family and it's not the whole family. Make sure that we get them together and get everything situated and taken care of. So there has been a GoFundMe started for him to make sure that he gets the care that he needs, because it's just not going to be him. It's going to be him plus his other siblings. And that's one thing that he said, is that he doesn't want to be separated from his siblings.
For real. Man. So we gotta make sure that we stop doing this in the Black community, man.
Yeah.
We have to. I have been having to deprogram myself, and the wildest thing, I keep saying this because I'm like, where did I get it from? My dad I never remember my dad preaching a single homophobic sermon. I never remember my pastor in Boynton Beach teaching a homophobic sermon. So I'm like, where did I get the homophobia that I had to unlearn from? And it just got it from streets.
Yeah.
You know, we got to stop doing that, y'all.
Yeah.
Because we are traumatized. Right. Go ahead, man.
No, you know what I say, man, you're right. And just knowing everything that happened, you know, I think what made me fear coming out more, of course, going through high school, I was confused. I didn't know what I wanted or what I wanted to do yet. So, But once I got to college and, you know, started realizing, okay, I'm a grown man, I'm here, I can do what I want. That's cool. But my peers are the ones that are not going to be accepting of it. So that made me, per se, stay in the closet longer. So it's just like a progression to it. Okay, at DL, give these terms, DL, which means down low, for those who don't know. Then you have that part where you're bisexual. Then finally, okay, you know what? I'm gay. Just F it. My mom knows, family knows, I'm there.
All I know, man. I'm laughing because I'm laughing because I have parallels in my life, but they don't compare. So I'll tell you off air, like the stuff that I had to stand my ground with my family over. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody has to stand their ground, but to have to do it in front of the entire public and then to have your community. Who said that? I think it was Park Cannon said an LGBTQIA Black youth knows that they're already an outcast in so many parts of their community. Already know it. Even to the point where videos like this can exist.